Okay, first it is, and it's geography and attempting to knock a third egghead out. Here's your question. The Gaza Strip lies along the coast of which sea? Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, or the Caspian Sea?
Of course, they're always very easy when you watch them on the television, but I'm sure it's not the Caspian Sea. The Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip. I'm going to go for the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, Mediterranean, the Gaza Strip is the right answer, Rob. CJ, Phuket is the largest island of which country? Thailand, Japan, or the Philippines?
That's in Thailand,
It is, CJ. Thailand is correct. Second question, Rob. What name is given to the side of a slope that is opposite to the direction of flow of ice, wind, or water? Port, stem, or lee?
I know port is to do with nautical. Stem I've never really heard of, apart from stem cells, which get nothing to do with this. The lee, leeward hoe, again is a bit nautical, so port nautical, leeward hoe, stem. I'll go for stem, Dermot. I don't know why, but I'll go for stem.
Okay, the stem. Well, it is one of the nautical sounding ones. I'm sorry, Rob, that's incorrect. It is lee. Lee slope. Okay, well, a chance for CJ to take the lead. CJ, the Shambles is a narrow medieval street in which English city? York, Chester, or Salisbury?
Yes, quite a few cities used to have shambles. It was a street originally where butchers were, and it's in York.
Oh, is that where it comes from? Does the word shambles mean a butcher, an old word for a butcher, or what? Or just because they were throwing out all the offal into the street?
That's it, exactly, yeah.
Into the gutter. Okay, well, there we are. York is the right answer. Well done, CJ. Okay, you've got to get this then, Rob. In which country are the Laurentian Mountains located? Australia, Russia, or Canada? L-A-U-R-E-N-T-I-A-N.
It's funny, Dermot. I love spending time looking at maps. I don't understand them, but I love looking at maps. My wife goes crazy with me. I look at maps and I get lost all the time. Laurentian Mountains. Well, I don't think they're Canada. I don't think Australia. I'm going to go for Russia, Dermot.
Russia. The Laurentian Mountains are located in Canada. Oh, Rob, in Canada. You've been looking at too many maps. You've confused yourself. Okay, well, Laurentian Mountains, as Rob now well knows, are in Canada. And Rob, I also must inform you, you won't be playing in the final round. CJ, you're going to be there. Would you both please come back and join your teams? So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost those head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Rob and Russell from late at 8:30, and Barry and Judith from the Eggheads, would you leave the studio, please? So, Anne, Peter and Jeff, you're playing to win late at 8:30, £9,000. Chris, Kevin and CJ, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time, the questions are all general knowledge, and you are allowed to confer. Later at 8:30, the question is, are your 3 brains better than the Eggheads' 3? And Anne, Peter and Jeff, would you like to go first or second?
What do we fancy?
Go first, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go first.
First it is, final round then. Here's your first question. The Devon town of Axminster is particularly associated with which product? Cakes, cutlery, or carpets?
I've owned one.
Carpet.
I've owned one. It's a carpet.
It sounds...
Definitely a carpet.
Yeah.
Axminster carpets. Yes, of course, it's the right answer. Well done. Eggheads, for what does the letter C stand in the name of the South African political party ANC? Council, Charter, Congress?
Yeah. South African National Congress. So Congress.
Congress is correct. Eggheads, back to late at 8:30. What does the Statue of Justice, which stands on top of the Old Bailey, hold in her right hand? A book, a sword, or a torch?
Right hand. Remember, it's the right hand as we're looking at it.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know what scales is one, so it's one of those in the other.
Yeah. It's not a book.
And the torch is the Statue of Liberty.
It's a sword.
It's a sword. Yeah.
Sword.
Sword.
Yeah.
Okay, being very careful there, won't you? So you're holding the hands up. In the right hand of the Statue of Justice is the sword. It's correct. Okay, well, Eggheads, you need this to draw level. The son of which British rock star stormed the House of Commons chamber in 2004 during the debate on fox hunting? Rod Stewart, Mick Jagger or Brian Ferry?
It's definitely fine.
Yeah. So I think his name is Otis, and he's the son of Brian Ferry.
Brian Ferry?
Yeah.
Extra information there. Otis Ferry. It's the right answer. Yes, well done, Eggheads. It's 2-all, which means, late at 8:30, if you get this, Eggheads get theirs wrong, you have got £9,000. A fascinator is usually worn on which part of the body? Wrist, head or shoulders?
Right, I've just worn one. I've just been to a wedding and I wore one and it's worn on the head.
Anne knows what it is.
Yeah, I wore one just recently on my head.
So you wore a fascinator on your head. Well, I can't tease you then. It is the right answer. Head is correct. Well, fascinating, Eggheads, wouldn't you say? If you don't get this, you lose. What is the name of the inspector in J.B. Priestley's play An Inspector Calls? Is it Ghoul, Rumpers or Petkoff?
No, it's not. No, it is. He is Inspector Ghoul.
Inspector Ghoul? It's the right answer. Ghoul is correct, Eggheads. We go to sudden death. As I rather expected. Dig in late at 8:30. Let's see how you do on the sudden death. Schiphol Airport services which major European city?
It's Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, I've been to.
Amsterdam.
Been there.
Yeah, we all have been there. It's
Been
Amsterdam.
there, got the T-shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Amsterdam is correct. Late at 8:30. Well done. Ooh, Eggheads. Which word in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen refers to a stock character in Italian theatre closely associated with the 17th century actor Tiberio Fiorilli?
Scaramouche. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? That's the way I tell him.
That's what I wanted you to do for me. Scaramouche is correct, Eggheads. So on we go. No side faltered yet. Late at 8:30, another sudden death question. The samisen, S-A-M-I-S-E-N, a flat-backed, long-necked lute with a skin-covered belly and 3 silk strings, is from which country? The samisen.
Silk is a clue.
Yeah. But the other thing is samovar is Russian, isn't it? So it's got,
Yeah,
I don't know whether there's any tie with the root of the word.
So it's Eastern Europe somewhere.
Or China. It's silk.
It's not one of these countries nobody ever talks about, is it? You know, Turkmenistan or something.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
It could be anywhere.
I think Russia is a... If the samovar comes from Russia, I just wonder if there's some connection with the root of the word. That's what we're going to go for.
Go for Russia.
Shall we?
Yeah.
OK, we're going for Russia.
Russia, the samisen, a flat-backed, long-necked lute with skin-covered belly and 3 silk strings, is from which country? Well, we've gone from Russia. We all know about the balalaika. Is a samisen from Russia? No, it's not. It's further east. Eggheads, do you know?
Japanese.
Japan. And so a chance for the Eggheads to win. Eggheads, an inhabitant of Monaco is known either as a Monacan or by which French term?
It's Monegasque. M-O-N-E-G-A-S-Q-U-E. Monegasque.
Can't argue with that, with the spelling as well. It's the right answer, Eggheads. Monegasque. You've won. Listen, that was such great.